Summit Hearing Solutions goes the extra mile, not to sell a simple hearing device, but to bring your loved one back into the conversation. Ted Blanford's here to tell us more, and that really is your goal, isn't it?
It really is. It
Yeah.
really is. Family is so important, especially this time of year. We have to understand that the hearing loss doesn't just affect the person with the hearing loss. I remember back when we were kids, everyone would take turns with my grandmother, and we really loved the one-on-one time because we noticed that she was pulling herself away from the family. And one thing my father said that was really important, that's living history with us. Grandma was selling new things that we can only laugh at because she was the last one that had that story.
Right.
And we'd sit and have a wonderful time with her. Even someone with hearing correction, hearing support, has difficulty in some of those settings. And we like to make sure that we do strategies to bring them back into the family.
So let's say somebody noticed Thanksgiving, somebody was, maybe more isolated, more, just not part of the conversation, missing things. What's the next step?
First things first is acknowledge it.
Okay.
Ask them if they're feeling comfortable with the way the setting is. Put them in a place in the setting at the table that gives them the maximum amount of exposure to the conversation clearly, or let everyone else know, hey, let's shift the volume in an area, or let's start focusing on grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, whoever it is, and let them know that they're part of that family still. And another thing is, take that quiet time. Acknowledge that, hey, you're important to me. You really are important to me. Let's go to the other room and have some quiet time. That's going to make a big difference for them.
And then how hard is it, we have this conversation, to finally bring them into you?
That's the conversation right there.
That's the...
Mom, Dad, you're important to me. You're the one that is everything that I am now. I want to be able to communicate with you, and I want my children to know you like I knew you. And the good, the bad, the fun, the crazy.
Yeah.
But that's important to them, and they'll know that the hearing and communication and hearing aids, if that's the case, are not an expenditure. They're an investment back into their families. And what we did with my mom and dad, we have 5 kids, we all pooled together and we gave them the gift and gave ourselves a gift of them back.
Yeah.
It's a lot like mourning someone who's lost because they're not the same person when you can't communicate.
And I can think of so many cases where it was in the few last years of a grandparent's life where you hear the best stories.
Those are the most important.
Suddenly now they realize, you know what, these are the stories I need to pass along.
Yes.
And if they're not part of that.
Grandma had to have great grandkids at her feet continuously. And she came to me and said, I need new hearing aids. I said, Grandma, you just got new ones. Well, the only thing I have to give is my soul. And the only way I can give my soul is if I hear the questions. The questions are the key. I need to be able to hear what they want to hear. And they told stories about Grandpa Oscar and tandem bicycles and ice and real ice in ice boxes and things that these kids would never, ever know about.
Right, yeah.
They didn't hear from Grandma.
Yeah, just think about all the stories before the internet,
That's right.
They have to,
where you switchboard telephone.
Right, yeah. All right, so if somebody is reached that point where they want to start this discovery process about restoring people to the family through better hearing,
contact us at Summit Hearing Solutions and let us know that you are wanting to have that connection again. Even if it's just coming in to answer questions. Ask for a specific session with me where you can ask for 30 minutes to 45 minutes and ask any question you need about hearing aids. What do they do for you? How is it? Why do people not get used to them? Anything that you have on your mind, because Christmas is a time for gifts. And the best gift is yourself.
Absolutely. If you want to find out more, reach out to them at Summit Hearing Solutions. You can find them with their 4 locations. You can find them online as well at summithearingsolutions.com. For your choice to call the local number, the toll-free number. We'll be right back on Insight.